Hello again. I'm back to talk about this week's Doctor Who episode, The Crimson Horror. This week's episode was written by Mark Gatiss, and I found it to be quite brilliant. It seems to be pretty much standalone as far as the continuing story arc goes. Set in Victorian times in Yorkshire, it was a stylish and fun-filled romp, with plenty of mystery and suspense thrown in. The Doctor and Clara are not as heavily featured as usual. In fact, the Doctor didn't make his appearance till about 15 minutes in. Instead, we were following an investigation by Madame Vastra, Jenny and Strax. It was good to see these characters return, although the one that really stood out for me was Jenny, who had a much more prominent role in this episode, which was really good to see as her character is often seen to be somewhat on the sidelines. She proved to be a very likeable character with a lot of potential. I could even see her working well as a companion. I would certainly be happy to see more of her in the future. There's plenty of humour, particularly provided by Strax, as usual. Also, by the Doctor putting on a rather over-the-top Yorkshire accent and seeing a sonic screwdriver cast aside for using a chair. The script was rather saucy and camp, but it worked well. Although it was a fairly fun and light-hearted episode, it did have some darker elements to it, such as Gilliflower's shocking abuse of her daughter and the way she was willing to sacrifice her for her own good. The character of Gilliflower herself was well played by Diana Rigg, and her on-screen daughter, Ada, was played by her real-life daughter Rachel Sterling, and they worked very well together. I never really felt that there was a huge sense of threat in the episode, especially after Mr. Sweet was revealed. To be fair, the strange little alien just really seemed too cute and harmless to be particularly intimidating. But it was a good solid storyline all the same. The nods to classic Doctor Who continue, with a reference to Tegan in this episode, and the Doctor and Clara are on top form despite the somewhat limited screen time. I'm not totally sure what to make of the last screen, however, with the children that Clara cares for finding out about her time travel adventures, supposedly just by happening to come across pictures of the Doctor and Clara on all their adventures, which just seems far too easily and impossible, but who knows, maybe there's more to that. But I guess we shall see next week, and next week is of course the return of the Cybermen, which is written by Neil Gaiman. I think out of all the series' 7 episodes, this is the one that I've been looking forward to most of all, so I shall see you all next week when we shall be discussing that. See you later. Goodbye.